Deserves to know that when they cast their vote, that vote will be counted accurately in a system, and that is to make that system secure. One where cheating and interference are not just difficult, but virtually impossible. Unfortunately, the system we have today falls catastrophically short of that standard. Tonight, I'm announcing the immediate declassification and release of critical intelligence, revealing shocking vulnerabilities in our election infrastructure.
Okay. I saw you peeking. There you are. Get that. Out that way. Go fly. Fly away. Okay, fly away. How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Monks Max Hawaii, the channel. Did it go? Yeah. And there's that. And I think this is going on. Color. No. There. Yes. Oh, something's working. I'm just trying to get everything to work today. Last time, something happened with the OB studio or the wires, and it just it froze. And I was like on take 3. Oh gosh. Okay, how's it, everybody? It's Friday, July 17th. So to your right. It is still Friday over there too. I gotta do that little thingy, and went to the gym yesterday, doing a little bit of treadmill, and it gets crap. God, I haven't lifted for such a long time that it's like, it's big effect afterwards. It's like, Anyways, enough of that a little bit, just to mention it. That's the vlog. The news. The news is, God, the Trump's big old speech. The prime time network delivery of a speech. Now the president can call.
I can't hear you.
Free airtime on primetime television. He can do that, and it's usually reserved for something big, something special. So he says there's got some big announcement, some surprise, and everyone's like, oh no, And 2 major TV channels didn't air his speech on the account of that he's prone to just tell falsehoods and deceptions and lies, and he needs to be constantly fact-checked. And so instead of just spilling it onto the airwaves as news, you're gonna have to sort of filter it. So 2 networks decided not to broadcast it in its raw exposure, and he was mad at them and said, "I'm gonna get you. You're gonna be investigated, and your license is gonna be revoked because you didn't do what the president tells you to do. I didn't like that, so you're gonna be investigated." That's my little Trump hat. That's not a Trump. It's Trumpy-esque. 250-year anniversary. But that was just an example. You're gonna be investigated of weaponizing the DOJ. That's how weaponizing the DOJ works. I don't like what you did. I'm gonna sick the dogs after you, investigate you, and if you're found guilty, the fullest extent of the law.
Lucky.
Yeah, lucky. So there's a ton of stuff going on. It's right, not just that. Talk about the master of distraction with that speech. I'll get to it again. There's flooding in Texas. There's a fire in California, Canada, which is producing a whole bunch of horrible, health-threatening smoke across the tri-state area, pretty much. There's the Iranian war. Iran war in the Gulf of Mexico. That's still on. They've been bombing it for days. The ICE has, shot 2 people lately. These are citizens, considered citizens, right? They're citizens. On Maui over here, there's a giant sinkhole because of the Kona Lo's thing before. It got them wet, and then a little bit, and there's a sinkhole. You can't drive out of Kihei. And there was this weird flyover from the Blue Angels, a little too close to the thing. And one interesting thing is the teleprompter guy for the president actually raked in $100,000 on that Kelsey, that betting app. $100,000, the teleprompter guy, because he knew what the president was going to say, because he's the teleprompter. He's betting on what the president will say and won't say. He raked in $100,000.
Sure.
They got him. And they said there will be real strict rules of ethical rules. There shall not be corruption. But that speech, the whole thing about that speech, getting to that as the main point, is that the big news was that they disclosed undocumented? Documented. Oh gosh, I'm losing it. It's unreleased, declassified. That's it. It's declassified, but it's actually new declassified, new and improved, declassified information. And apparently that information was all about how the 2020 election was corrupt and rigged and all this kind of thing. And it was rigged. It was rigged. I should have won.
How do you feel?
I didn't win, so I feel that they should be prosecuted. It's corrupt. It's rigged. So anything you didn't... So he's still on about the 2020 election right before the 2026 midterm election. Why? Right? And what? So the new declassified documents was that there was foreign government interference, and he's pointing at China. That's right, we're pointing at you, made in China. So apparently China just simply is like, what are you talking about? We didn't know, and we're not going to.
What is this?
But he's saying that China interfered with the 2020 election, and we're declassifying the documents. Therefore, elections are not safe. And if a foreign influence comes in influencing our elections, I will have presidential powers to fix it. See, that's the key. Presidential powers to fix the election, to make sure it's safe. Because it's all about safe. And then he concludes with Save America Act, the voting suppression with the ID, the voting ID law, which suppresses votes, or a lot of people won't be able to vote, don't have a passport. Save America Act must go through because of this. And also, if it's a foreign country, I will have presidential powers. Which could mean like he could do a little martial law tactics with ICE agents and things like that. So he's prepping the spot to make safe, really fix the 2026 election. Now, the actuality of the released documents, the unclassified or declassified, newly declassified documents, kind of was somewhat, if they just look at them, they saw it showed that Russia did interfere with the 2020 election to the dismay of Joe Biden to promote Donald Trump. So, Russia, it's a hoax, Russia, there's no collusion. It shows the Russia influence in the 2020 election via, Trump said do something about it, and then Russians actually did something about it. And oh gosh, China, the big concern is that China is so technologically advanced, and they have the AI that they can tamper with AI and hack the election machines. And So far, and in reality, there hasn't been any interference. They're always trying to interfere, but there wasn't anything that influenced and changed numbers and everything. Yeah. So no numbers. So basically, elections are already safe and secure and free. You know, there's like little incidences, but it's not significant enough to change results. So, and if there's indication of a foreign country, and then he's saying this, we found evidence of a foreign country. So he's planning to wield some power. It's not that he wielded that then, he just set the stage. And the rest of it was pretty stupid. It was considered boring. So it's Friday, screw it. It's not that. You know, there's one analysis guy is famous, you know, I forget his name. Anyway, he's like saying, I disagree about those two TV stations that didn't broadcast because he says lies and spins it, deception. But I wish they would have shown the full totality of Trump's speech, the King's speech. I wish it showed the full totality because it shows how crazy, how demento he's gone. He's like, it shows how much he's losing. Anyway, keep going. You know, Hawaii's got news too, right? Hawaii's got news. See, Hawaii. Ooh, look at that. Some type of something going on there. Ooh. What can it be? I don't know. Let's check it out. Alright. I'm trying to make these quick and short, but sorry. There's so much. It's midterm election. Hawaii news. Right? That way. Hawaii says no thank you to the Department of Justice helping us with our elections. Now, in the U.S. Constitution, elections are left up. It's the power of the individual states. Always like going, no, we don't want your DOJ doing helping us keep, stuff. And we do mail-in ballots. So there it is. Trump accuses China of 2022 interference, contradicting the actual intelligence information. Well, Heina's getting back after after freaking 2023. So it's 3 years. Okay, let's go see what's going on here in sports. They're talking to Timmy Chang. They're talking to coaches. That's nice. And there's some type of golf thing because the World Cup as the U.S. men's coach. Okay. This is what? The men's coach, they were eliminated by Belgium, whatever.
Not even.
We're not in there. Belgium's not in there. It's between Argentina and Spain, the final, and then there's some type of baseball action. What? World Cup, Argentina and Spain. That's around the big one. So just relax. Remember 1977? You want to relax back in the day? Now you just make some CB radio? Let's make a TV show, a radio show. Drink some kava. There is joy in the valley of Waihole as residents learn they will not be evicted from their leasehold lands. The state government purchased 600 at left, known as Moby Dick, on the citizens band CB Airwaves, and Guy Elder, who's used the moniker Midnight Blue. So it's Moby Dick and Midnight Blue going, hey, we're not going to get evicted, yay. On the CB radio. Okay, Timmy. Pearl Harbor. Why they didn't save everybody? Because the ship got bombed. Arizona got bombed and burned for 3 days. So they weren't trapped down there. Okay. SCOTUS. It's the Supreme Court. SCOTUS, watch out.
Beware if it's rightward turn.
And all the issues. It's leaning to the right and squashing that. Here, political cartoon. 2020 election conspiracies. Select the fuse for all this conspiracy. And it blows up in his face. They're trying to make the election feel like it's not secure, but it is. People, you get the vision. Oh, what do we got here?
Wrong impetus inspires new protest, religious distortions, countless refuse to live up to this
I guess this one, huh?
Columnist refuses to look inward at stubborn GOP.
Cal Thomas, seemingly always defending his own imaginary vision of America, will distort the words of others to pretend his own opinions are self-evident good fact.
Mamdani represents a twisted, depressing view of America, cite article July 7.
Thomas sounds just like Donald Trump, accusing others of his own behavior when he claimed that New York City Mayor Zoran Mamdani wants to divide Americans and transform them into his image of America. Thomas also reminds me of a child pretending to be an adult when he lamely asks why, if America is still so unequal and fair, have the Democrats not already fixed it? Like many right-wing disinformation profiteers, Thomas speciously claims Mother claims America is known for trying to right its own wrongs, while ignoring those wrongs still persist, largely because conservatives have long opposed making America an ever more perfect union, and under Trump would, if they could, return America to its quote good old days when only white male property owners could vote. Ooh, Thomas Brandt, downtown Honolulu. Oh, thank you, Thomas, for sending in your letter. And Cal Thomas, yeah, obviously he's bent out to the right and spins it. And you can stand that. I see that with the talking heads when they analyze the news. The talking heads. Well, let me tell you what you should think about that. And they get those shows where they have the left leaners and the right wing leaners, and they discuss on the shows. Because Abby Phillips is one of them. It's really good. They won't stop to say, bring up January 6th. It was bad. Because they have to make as much noise as fast as possible and actually contradict the truth in a lot of ways. So, yeah, Cal Thomas, you know, why they keep printing it? Because there's, people want that right-wing view to, and they want some source in it. Anyways, aloha, it's Friday. It's not Aloha Friday, it's the beginning, it's the middle of the month, but have a good Friday. Aloha to you.
Have a nice Aloha day. Aloha to you. I hope the trade winds come back, because it keeps still kind of hot. Aloha to you. Have a good one. Bye.